What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video here on the Samurai Sports Network. Now, this video is a little bit late. It was supposed to go out yesterday, but with the Bobby McCain signing, it ended up pretty much not going out. So today it is going out. This was also supposed to go out at 6 o'clock, but I was watching some stuff, doing some stuff as well, so I wasn't able to put it out there. So yeah, this is, well, you see by the title, Ryan Tannehill or bust. And that doesn't mean is Ryan Tannehill going to be a bust? We've pretty much already had our field of, what we've seen from Ryan Tannehill. What it really is it is the Dolphins season, the Dolphins next couple seasons, staff, future, everything along those lines. Is it Ryan Tannehill or bust? Is there a future? What can we do about it? And I have some stuff, so I'll be looking at this screen just because I have a couple points, a couple stats I want to read to you guys. Well, mostly it's stats, so I can go off of there. And the first thing, like I said, we'll go to stats. So Ryan Tannehill's career stats: he has 62.7 completion percentage, 18,455 yards, 106 touchdowns, with a 4.0 touchdown percentage, and then 66 interceptions with a 2.5 interception percentage, an 86.5 QBR, 213 sacks, and a 37-40 QB record. So below 500 QB record. So a couple things I want to touch on there: completion percentage, not that good, but not that bad. 18,000 yards, pretty good. Only a little bit less than I believe Andrew Luck. I think Andrew Luck's at 19,000. 106 touchdowns, pretty low for the rest of the people in his class. 66 interceptions, not horrible, but it is a lot. The QBR is pretty good, but the sacks, man, is something that's horrible there. And the 37-40 QB record. So hopefully by the time he is the start of this year, that goes up and he finishes the season with at least a 500 QB record or higher than 500 QB record for his all-time stats, because being lower than 500 is kind of shitty. It's not really the thing that we want the most out of the situation, but hopefully we can see that happen. He is 3 wins away from being at 500, so hopefully he can get to that. And the main question that I always hear a lot of people ask, the main question that's always being said, like 24/7 pretty much, is why do we stick with Ryan Tannehill? Why is it that through all these years, all this stuff that happens, why do we stick with Ryan Tannehill? That it doesn't make sense, that nothing ever works, that why is it happening? And it's something very simple to me. Adam Gase trusts Ryan Tannehill, and whether you want to or not, as a Miami Dolphins fan, your coach does trust him. Adam Gase trusts Ryan Tannehill. And you can read on the fact that he trusted Jay Cutler, and that didn't really go the way that it worked out. But honestly, Jay Cutler did a better job than Matt Moore would have done as a starter. Whether people want to admit that or not, it is pretty much true. Matt Moore is not a starting quarterback. Jay Cutler had those tools, but just could not produce the way we wanted him to, the way that many thought that he could, even though a lot of people didn't really think he could. Ryan Tannehill showed a lot of progress in his first year under the Adam Gase system. He went 10-6, I guess you could say all time, but he went 8-5, and Matt Moore finished 2-1 for that season. So Ryan Tannehill went 8-5 under the Adam Gase system, under how everything worked with Adam Gase in that first year. So he did show significant progress in the record, and he was able to have a stable coach, stable offensive coordinator, and that's been something that's been able to go along. Now, of course, we have a different offensive coordinator now than he had when he was there. Clyde Christensen is no longer. It is Dole Lagans. So there is a bit of a change, but it's kind of the same system. Adam Gase is really the one that's been there, so it's going to be stable. So we get to see what happens in year 3 of Gase and year 2 of Gase Tannehill. And then a lot of people ask about what the biggest issue is for Ryan Tannehill. What's the biggest issue that he has? And a lot of people think it's the knee. A lot of people think, going into this year, the knee is going to be the biggest issue. It's not the knee. It's actually two things. It's his age, turns 30 years old on July 27th, and his contract. Ryan Tannehill would have been out of money this year in terms of guaranteed money towards his contract at the end of the season. The Dolphins decided to extend his contract over numerous years to kind of get that guaranteed money through. So it would have been easier to get rid of Ryan Tannehill if they needed to after the season. Now it becomes significantly harder because his guaranteed money is now stretched and he gets more guaranteed money and more, and it's just stretched over a longer period of time. So unfortunately, that's one of the things where if Ryan doesn't produce this season, you have to worry about that contract. And, you know, like a lot of people want his knee, but I think it's his age. He turns 30 years old on July 27th this year. That's probably, 54 days or something along the line, 55 days, something like that, around that point of view. So we have to worry about that. So there's that on that, and he is going on the wrong side of his career. I'm not going to say the wrong side of 30 because he's going to be turning 30, but he'll be on the wrong side of his career in terms of age. We've seen Tom Brady do it, though. So maybe Tannehill can. You never know. And then I talked about the contract. A lot of people say, what do we do once his guaranteed money is over? You can't really do nothing. The contract extension was given so that they had more cap space to sign other people, so it's harder for them to move on, as I said. And that's really, I just want to kind of bring all that together and show it to you guys. And in my opinion, it's not Ryan Tannehill or bust. It's Adam Gase trusting a quarterback, so therefore it could be Adam Gase or bust, because a lot of people already aren't happy with Adam Gase, especially after the Jay Cutler experiment. So you have to see how it goes. You have to see how things progress. But I think that Tannehill will do fine. I think Ryan will do fine this year. It all just comes down to the age, the money, and then if the knee does become a problem, then you become the knee. But in my opinion, it's just the age and the money. Hopefully we can get Ryan to be playing his best football, though. And let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Make sure you subscribe to the video or to the channel. Make sure you like the video. I'll see you guys next time. And as always, peace.